to be up this late, but to be honest, I kind of had a hard time sleeping. So I'm going to do a bonus, and we're going to see what's going to happen in your situation. Spirit, please use these cards to guide and direct me to the right message at this late night hour to give answers and clarity and guidance about what exactly is going to happen in this situation. What do you see? Show me in the cards. Well, hi, Lena and Michelle and Ling. It's good to see you guys. If you are a member on my website, I'll answer your questions for free tonight. And if you're not a member, but you would like some questions answered, please consider being a member on my website. Otherwise, the questions, if you want to ask me, are $44 a question. So if you're a member, they're free. Okay? All right. The link to my website to be a member is below. All right. Spirit, guide, and direct. I don't know. Intuition. Spirit, guide, and direct. What's going to happen in this situation, Spirit? Show me what they're thinking, what they're feeling, and what they're experiencing, and what's going to happen. Hello, Melanie. Thank you so much for being a subscriber here and joining my little membership on YouTube. I appreciate you. Welcome in. I'll give you a free card, but the free readings, the questions, are to be a member on my website, not YouTube. But thank you. I will give you a free card for being a new member. So thank you so much. I love you. Thank you, Melanie. So what's going to happen? What will happen? All right, so bottom of the deck, we've got the Five of Swords in the upright, which honestly means, you know what, drama. Whoever you're dealing with right now, they are an air sign. So Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This person is argumentative. This person picks on you sometimes, maybe is a little bit of a bully. Perhaps they're a little bit of a narcissist, or maybe they're just self-absorbed. You've tried to be here for this person. You've been supportive. You've been a friend. You've sacrificed a lot to be here for this person. But every time you do, you don't get anything in return. And you kind of get attacked. Even when you're trying to be supportive, it's like they find something that you say to attack. And so you feel picked on and you're just like, what is your problem? I am not even trying to instigate a single thing, but yet no matter what I do, we're fighting. And so you feel like you're walking on eggshells. And no matter what you do and how you could try to avoid it, there's going to be drama with this person. So you've decided to walk away. And this person is looking at you almost snarling, laughing, smirking, like, I don't care. Leave my life. It doesn't bother me. I'm fine. And you're just like, wow, that's how much I mean to you, huh? You know, so you're kind of walking away and just trying to figure out how much do you actually mean to this person? This person, honestly, when it comes to you, what they're thinking about you is they don't want to work on this with you anymore. They're done. They're giving up on your connection. I'm sorry. They just don't have it in them. They don't want to put dedication of time, energy, effort, or ethic into this connection. This person honestly has wasted your time. They've wasted it. And I don't know if they've lied, but I kind of get the sense that they have lied to you more than a few times. And they've made some promises they didn't keep, to be honest. And you counted on it, you depended on their promises, and it affected you financially to some extent. Their promises somehow trickled down into your finances, and your finances were going to be better if they actually kept their word, but they didn't. So you feel kind of taken advantage of, used perhaps, and hurt that you put a lot of hope into this person and they just took from you. And so we definitely have a taker. And this has been going on for years. So when you see the Eight of Pentacles, it's 8 years. It could be 8 years or more, but this has just been a repetitive yearly thing. And you're just like, I don't know why I've let it drag me through the mud as long as I have. Now, the way this person thinks about you is you're not worth their time. And it's not fair because they're let me put it bluntly. They are lazy. They're lazy and they don't want to put in any effort in their own self-reflection, healing, even their own shadow work. They refuse to see their own issues, but they're quick to point out your flaws. Notice how that works. Whatever they're lacking, they're projecting and quick to point in your direction. So I just feel like it's probably for the better, but I don't know. We haven't got to the end of your reading yet. But when you get this Eight of Pentacles in this deck, it kind of indicates you've been focusing a lot. Let's just say this is their mind, their thoughts. They have been focusing a lot on material gain at the expense of your personal relationship with them. Can you believe that? It also shows you that someone close to you, which is them, is not committed to putting in the work to fix this relationship or heal, like fix the pieces of this broken relationship. They're looking for a shortcut. They're not even addressing the real issue. And they don't even have the motivation to want to actually fix your connection. So what is wrong? Why has this person just been focused on material gain from you and not love? Something's wrong. Let's take a look at this person's emotions. So their emotions in regards to you is, honestly, I'm getting the vibe of, I just want to move on. I don't really want to have any emotions. I don't even want to have any cups in the game. I just want to pick up my staff. I want to move away from you, move on, and get away from this. They could also feel it could be reversed, that you want to move away and move on from them. So I'm going to leave that open to interpretation because it really is about how they feel. So that could go either way. They feel like they have to go, or they feel like you want to go. But I just definitely feel like it's time. They have an excitement to have a fresh new start. And it may not involve you. It may not include you. They may also feel like you're excited for a fresh new start and it doesn't include them. And they may be a little butthurt about that or feeling some type of way because you want to move on without them. So yeah, there's a little bit going on here, maybe for the both of you. They also feel that you're being childish. They think you're a child. They accuse you of being childish. But the truth is, they are being childish. They don't know how to deal with their emotions. And this person is just like, who cares? There's a lot more things to do. It's time to move on. I need to focus on traveling. I need to focus on new business entrepreneurship, or I need to focus on this brand new start, this fresh new beginning, without said person watching this video. Honestly, I get that's a lot of how they feel. And they're just not interested. I don't see interest in their thoughts. They have zero intention to fix anything with you. And again, this is if you're dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So this reading may not be for everybody, but it will resonate with someone who's especially dealing with an air sign, who's arrogant. Arrogant, self-centered, cocky, rash, irrational, and impulsive. This is someone who acts like a child and does what they want when they feel like it. It's like, I do what I want when I feel like I want to do what I want. I'll do what I want whenever I feel like I want. I'm free. I get to have whatever I want when I want. And again, it's very childish. This is very Veruca Saltz from like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That girl who was like, I want a golden goose and I want it now. And that's what I see with the Eight of Pence in reverse. So this could be a male or a female. It doesn't have to be one or the other, okay? It's just this person. And this is how they're feeling. Now, what are they experiencing? Like, what's going on around them right now? We have the Justice card. And to me, this is a legal system. So they could be dealing with courts. They could be dealing with lawyers, the law, okay, the literal justice system. That could be what they're experiencing right now. It could also be a spiritual form of karma. That they are receiving their karma right now. They're getting what they deserve. They're being judged. And I feel like they're not going to get away with what they've done to you. Five of Swords. Because honestly, that Libra card here deals with crappy sword energy. So this Libra card, this Justice card is like, I saw what's going on and I'm going to make a judgment about it. And if it's unfair, I'm dealing with it. So this is definitely a situation where the scales of justice are in hand and there's some kind of sworn oath or promise that's coming to play here. Promises. This card represents balance and fairness, obviously. And it's about looking at things from all angles. And they're looking at your side of the story. They're looking at their own. So they're kind of observing paperwork, he said, she said, facts, evidence. They're looking at that. They need to be cautious right now because they are going to be facing some very heavy legal criticism. And they're going to have to weigh the pros and cons about your situation. So I know this person is like, should I or shouldn't I? Is it worth it or is it not worth it? They're definitely looking at your situation from a non-emotional standpoint. So are they feeling cold? Yes. Are you feeling like they're cold-hearted? Yep. They are not bringing any emotions into the situation with you. Justice will deliver the right outcome, which is usually in the viewer's favor. So that'd be you. So whatever happens, it looks like it's going to be in your favor. So if that gives you any clarity about a legal system you're dealing with, any kind of injustice that you're dealing with, or any unfair judgment, bashing, bad mouthing, anything of that sort, people are going to side with you, and justice will be in your favor. So there's going to be a win when it comes to justice for you. Now let's see what this outcome shows. So the outcome shows that this person is going to owe you money that they're trying to avoid giving you. So here you have 8 of Pentacles in reverse. They're keeping money from you. They're hiding it. They're pushing it down. They're not giving you any effort. They're not trying to fix anything. They're not trying to come to a resolution. But then you get this outcome with justice and the Knight of Pentacles, which is the loyal knight. The outcome is your money is slow to come, but sure to come. Meaning we are paying attention to the details. People are overlooking evidence. People are looking at every detail. It's going to take some time, but it's coming to you. It will arrive, and it's already on the way. Like justice, karma, the decision, it's already being decided. And the outcome, again, is just in your favor. I feel if a lot of you are dealing with a legal situation, this is a really good reading to say, don't worry. I know you've been dealing with some injustice, some unfairness. I know you've been bullied. I know this person doesn't really care about you emotionally, and they're just looking out for themselves. They're looking for some financial gain, but they're not going to get it because justice is here, and they're going to deliver that fair sentence. And it looks like, you know, positive pentacle energies coming your way, which is effort. It could even be an apology, but it's more than that. It's physical effort, it's financial gains, and it's good karma. So it is a gift from the universe with the Knight of Pentacles. It's a blessing, and it's an offer. And I think it's a good, pretty solid offer too. That Knight of Pentacles is very solid. Sturdy, strong, secure. The Knight of Pentacles in a reading definitely indicates consistent effort with emotional detachment, which we've already been dealing with the emotional detachment anyways, but it will be consistent effort. And it's great in a relationship reading. Although the Knight is trustworthy and loyal, he is not the most exciting, and he's a good omen for work and career or money, as he shows that it's going to pay off. He thrives in routine and demonstrates a need to be mindful and not to miss any steps. Pay attention to the details. So we're going to clarify some of your reading now. Let's clarify this, Spirit. What advice do you have for this person going through the situation? What advice do you have? We have it to a friend. You should yourself. Check your thoughts with a simple test. When you catch yourself being a jerk, respond this way. You would to someone saying that to your best friend. A simple biatch, please, usually does the trick. Today, say many bitch pleases to yourself as you need to, and then shut your own critic, your own jerk down. So watch how you talk to yourself. This person may have convinced you a lot about yourself and made you feel bad about yourself. So the advice from Spirit is don't tell yourself bad things. I know this person's been rude to you, mean to you, and they have mouthed off to you. They have told you off. But don't ever talk to yourself like that, and don't ever believe them, because it's not true. Everything this person that you're fighting with said about you, behind your back or to your face, it's not true, and it's lies. They lie. 3 of Swords is under that. which is that terrible broken heart, betrayal. And this relationship just crushes you. You loved them so much. You put so much energy into this connection. And for them to just stomp on your heart, stomp on your efforts, and just be a taker, it shocks you, honestly. And you started to wonder, what's wrong with me? Am I this awful person that obviously this person can't love, can't treat right, can't do me right? You know, and if it's a lover, that breaks your heart. But what if it's family? What if it's your mom? What if it's your dad? What if it's your brother or sister or someone very close to you that felt like blood and they decided to take advantage of you as well? They used you or they hurt you and you're just shocked. And so anyways, this reading is, listen, you can expect good things. Your ships will come in. 3 of Wands. So you can count on your pentacles and you can count on karma and justice. They're coming in to make a wrong situation right. Bottom of the deck is not giving a F is better than revenge. Whoops. And it says here, revenge sucks. Just watch a superhero movie. Look at the villains. Those guys suck. Revenge is whack and petty. And it gives you wrinkles. You know what's hot? Being the bigger person and letting it go. Hair flip that stuff, honey, and move the F on. So you don't need to come and smack them back with some revenge tactic. Like, I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you back. I'm going to sideswipe you. I'm going to make it hurt. You hurt me. I'm going to hurt you. That's not necessary. And honestly, you're only going to hurt yourself even more. You're already hurt. You don't need to give this person any more of your time or your attention. Okay, they did you dirty, they did you wrong, and justice is going to come take care of them. Karma is on the way. It's not going to lose their address. It's going to have their direct number, their direct address, and it's coming straight for them in the perfect hour. So watch and just let it happen. What does the Epiphany cards want to say about this person? Oh, and awaiting for this union. Interesting. Some kind of coming together, fear and anxieties. What I'm really hearing, honestly, is they're going to have to face you. Like, they're going to have to deal with you. And they're scared. They don't want to face you. This person almost wants to hide behind closed doors. It's like they don't want to go to court and face you. They don't want to look at your face. They don't want to see you because it would remind them of the dirty, backstabbing things they did to you. But karma is going to make them face you. They're going to have to face you, and they're going to have to feel whatever they've been burying and that they don't want to feel. So trust me, they are going to feel it. Let's get a card on what exactly are they going to feel, okay? What are those feelings going to look like? Spirit, can you show us what their feelings are going to show? Show me their feelings. Show it to me. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Cards just flew off. That's nuts. Let me see what fell on the floor. I don't know if it's one or multiple cards. Oh. Well, I guess it's just one card. So the card that fell is the Hierophant. So honestly, they're going to feel like they owe you. The Hierophant is self-conviction. And it's about promises. It's about commitment. Karma even. And it's about a challenge. It's about coming together with multiple people and agreeing on something together and keeping that oath and promise and looking to a leader or a guide, usually a spiritual guide, that is going to connect you to a higher power. So I think how they're going to feel is they owe you. That's what I keep hearing. I owe you. I have karma to you, and there's no way out of that agreement. There's no way out of that marriage, that promise. We have union, we have the Hierophant. This person may feel already married to you, already tied to you, that they have a big responsibility they cannot run away from. So somebody may not be able to run away from a marriage or responsibility. For some of you guys, that's exactly what's going on. For others of you, if it's not an intimate relationship, it's kind of the same thing. They cannot run away from their responsibility with whatever they've done you dirty with. They have to come and face it. Feelings, again, is wands. Notice how every time I get to their feelings, it's fire. It's wands, which is anger. It's passion. It's quick, fast energy, and it's creation. But more than anything, it doesn't think. It just does. So their feelings are erratic and out of control. And when it comes to how they're going to feel, again, we've got this hidden emotion, blocked emotion. They're a wounded warrior. They're hiding behind a wall. They're defensive. You ever heard that saying, hurt people hurt people? That's really what this person has done to you. I am not sugarcoating it or giving them excuses, but I am going to tell you the facts. This is a very damaged human, obviously, because people don't just go around destroying the heart of someone they love. People, that's not normal. That is not good, normal behavior. So this person is unhealthy and unwise. And obviously, because they're so damaged, they've decided to let their blood and damage trickle down to you. So whatever they've done, it's affected you in some way. So how they feel about you, honestly, is they want to be defensive. And they don't want you to see that they're sad. They don't want you to see that they're hurting. They don't want you to see that they miss you. They don't want you to see that this fight between you guys has affected them emotionally. They're trying really hard to hide their emotions. Keep it a secret and not let anyone or you see how hurt and damaged they are over this. So they're a faker and they are absolutely wearing a mask. Now, bottom of the deck on their feelings is the Six of Swords in the reverse. Not a big fan of this, which is kind of, I'm holding a grudge and I don't really want to move on. I want to stay stuck in my negative energy. That's just how they feel. Some people are just not ready. They're not ready to heal. They're not ready to move on. They're not ready to get over it. They want to be angry and kind of stew and seethe in their misfortune or their anger, their self-pity. So that's how they're going to feel about you. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and reveal what's going on in their shadow. What's going on in this person's shadow? Oh, revenge. Isn't that funny that you got the card that says for you not to take revenge? Yet in their shadow, they are being vengeful. So that is what you're dealing with. You're dealing with someone that wants to hurt. And a lot of it is, I want to hurt you because I'm hurt. I want to hurt you because you hurt me. I want to make you suffer. I want to make the world suffer. I have been hurt by the world. I am a victim. That's what this person is struggling with. They really believe they are a victim. And they really feel like the world owes them something. So you're dealing with a very wounded inner child and a very wounded human. No wonder they're treating you the way they are. Bottom of the deck is manipulation. They are manipulating people around you, which I saw that with the Five of Swords. So they're manipulating your family and friends. They're trying to manipulate the legal system. They're just trying to manipulate. They are a little spider and they like to weave webs and just kind of create chaos, create lies, misrepresentations. They just like to BS people. Under that is insecure. Because the illusion is, we have illusion, the disillusion, okay? The illusion is that they are powerful. they're strong, and they're confident, when that couldn't be further from the truth. They are weak, they are wounded, they are insecure. So this all leads up to why they're not going to win, why you get the Knight of Pentacles. They're not going to get it. You are. So that being said, let's get a card for clarification just to be sure on your Knight of Pentacles and what that looks like for you. Spirit, show me the Knight of Pentacles. Show me the Knight. Clarify that Knight of Pentacles, please, for the outcome. Bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords. They are the air sign. They're going to be restricted. They might go to jail. They might go to prison over this. They might just be told to shut their mouth. They can't talk. They can't speak. They're not going to be able to get their story out. Okay, they're already hiding and holding back and reserved. But this is, they will be restrained. And I feel like Saturn is going to restrict them and restrain them. So Saturn is going to say, restrict. So I do feel that Saturn is going to get control of this person. With the Two of Swords, it does talk about making a choice, trying not to think about your feelings, but trying to make the most logical choice. So I feel like deep down, they know logically that they're not going to be capable to get away with what they're doing, that they will be called out. So I'm going to leave it there. This person is going to be stopped, okay? They're not going to get away with what they've done to you, but there you go. And I'm just going to close it with a fortune cookie oracle, and then I'll answer my members' questions. Spirit, guide and direct me for the outcome for this collective reading. Show me the fortune cookie. Okay. So the outcome here is pain. Oh, and then we have relief, bottom of the deck. All right, so we've got pain and relief. These cards are available on my website if you're interested. They're the fortune cookie oracles. So it says, a broken heart welcomes death. And this is pain. You already got that broken heart right here. So I know that nothing could be worse than how it feels right now. And that's how they feel. Remember, they're hiding how they're really feeling from you. They're definitely keeping it a secret. They're hurting too. They're suffering. They're a wounded person, and they're hurting you, and they're hurting themselves. So they are hurting deep down. And the outcome is they are going to suffer. They are going to be in pain. And they might even get suicidal. They may wish for death. They may feel like this fight, this argument, this karma that's coming down on them, this judgment is worse than death. They just feel awful about it. But they're not. They're not going to be allowed to get out that easy. They're going to have to deal with it. But this is also your outcome. You're going to be broken because you don't want this person that you love to hurt. You don't want this person that you love to hurt you back. You don't want anyone to hurt. And so your broken heart is like, I wish this would be over. I wish we could just squash all of this stupid, petty, negative BS and we could just get over it. You know, so you're just welcoming an ending to all the suffering and you're just waiting. When is that going to come? Because you're looking for relief. And bottom of the deck, overall bottom line energy for you is something wonderful is about to happen. For you, my viewer, you, something wonderful is going to happen and you are going to have relief. This pain, the agony, the swords this person is putting in your back, it's temporary. Justice is here and karma is swift. The swords are very fast. Believe me, it's getting dealt with. And the remedy, the relief, it's coming. And I know you've been waiting a long time, but hang in there because it is coming. And that concludes the collective reading. So, Kilowatt, what is your question, hun? Let me put my cards away. If you are a member, it's a free question. That is if you are a member on my website. If you're not a current member on my website, you can become one. It's jks1111.com. Okay, is Brent going to ask Kayla to marry him? Let's take a look. All right. Spirit, is Brent going to ask Kayla to marry him? She gave him a deadline to propose. Spirit, show me the truth. Is Brent going to ask Kayla to marry him? Show me the truth. Is Brent? Shows here that Brent loves you. Queen of Cups. I feel like you get the King and Queen of Cups often. And I feel like that's because he genuinely loves you. He genuinely cares about you. And this is a very good omen for a relationship. He's going to require more time. For some reason, he's not ready. And this is going to feel like a rejection to you. And it might break your heart because you were hoping he'd put in the effort, put in the work, and just ask. But when you put pressure on someone to ask something you can't, or this Kayla girl, okay. So if Kayla puts pressure on someone, they can't, because it pushes it to a different timeline. Like it's pressuring, it's not natural. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not natural. So this person loves Kayla. But it's going to be a while before that happens. And I think Kayla's going to be sad and brokenhearted because the asking's not going to happen. It will happen, but not now. Okay, so Ace of Cups is here. True love, that beautiful, exciting relationship and it blossoming and becoming more. But with the Three of Pentacles in reverse, I see a lack of effort, a lack of trying. And it's not time. There's just not enough here yet to make that solid. So that's going to be kind of an issue, to be honest. The desire for marriage from him just isn't here. Let's clarify this. The desire for marriage, it's not there. Show me this desire for marriage. Show me the desire for marriage. So we have spiritual work and self-discovery. So he's not ready because he's not really there for himself yet. He's got some more self-discovery to do. Bottom of the deck, true love stories never end. So I feel like that's that Ace of Cups. That's that Queen of Cups. There's real love here. Just because we can't pressure it or push it into a marriage doesn't mean that it won't ever become one. There is love here, but it needs time to evolve. And we're going to focus on that Eight of Pentacles. That means work, effort, no shortcuts. The work's got to be put in, day out. And we all have to work on this together, Three of Pentacles. So he needs to bring his strengths to the table. Kayla needs to bring her strengths to the table. And Spirit needs to come along and bless this union. And we're not here yet. But I feel like we can be. So that's what I see. All right. Who else is a member that has a question? Thank you so much. Ellen, hi. What is your question, Ellen? Let's get that answered. Yeah, they're a good match? Okay, good. Well, good. I hope that they can work things out, you know, with the Eight of Pentacles and the upright. I think they could still work things out. I haven't talked with the old date for a week now. What did he think about your last message? Okay. Spirit, guide and direct me for Ellen. What does her person think about the message? The last message from Ellen. Show me that last message from Ellen. So here we've got these Six of Cups in the reverse. To me, that is not feeling like we want to come together, not feeling like we're on the same page, not feeling like we want to reconcile, not feeling positive about the connection. Oh yeah. So there's the Four of Cups and the World card in reverse. It's not over, but I think this is because you don't want to let this go either. Maybe he doesn't want to let it go. Let's just say someone doesn't want to let this go. This doesn't feel like a good connection. Something's off. There's some kind of unappreciation, disrespect, or not enough attraction, not enough chemistry. Someone could also just be going through hormonal shifts and they just don't have an interest in relationship right now. But I just feel like this isn't, I don't know, someone has a hard time of letting it just end. Clarifying, this is the Ten of Cups. This is about putting all their eggs in one basket. So it's like, I want this to be happy. I want to create this. I feel like I really love this person and I don't want to let them go. But how do they feel? So we're going to see someone feels, Cancerian vibes are very strong also, which is mothering, nurturing, caregiving, possessive, dedicated. Okay, so those vibes are here. So one person definitely feels like this is it. Why does this other person feel like it's not? Clarify the Four of Cups, Spirit. Please clarify that. What does that mean? What are you bringing up the Four of Cups? Another 4. 4, 4. And by the way, Cancerian is the 4th house. See, something's going on with the Cancerian or the 4th house. This is why it's affecting you here. So we have this, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it, out of sight, out of mind. Look at that, 44 minutes. Look at all those 4s. Somebody's looking for stability and security. And that's why they want to hang on to this. Stability and security. The other person wants to let go of this because they don't feel that it's secure. And they don't feel that it's stable. So with the Four of Swords in reverses, I don't want to think about it, and they can't rest. They can't have any peace. There might even be having some nightmares over this. Clarify the World card. Spirit, show me the World in reverse. Please show me the World card in reverse. Clarify that message. Okay. Eight of Swords in the reverse. Interesting. What the hell's going on with my reversals? I don't like that. Bottom of the deck is another 4. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Jeez. So there's just a lack of stability in this relationship. And I think someone here is not honest. They're not stable. And they're not, you believe it's karmic. Yeah, it could be. But what he's thinking about your message is, I don't want to respond. I don't want to respond. I don't want to respond because I don't feel the vibe right now in this moment. Okay, in this moment, I just don't feel this vibe. I don't want to talk. But there's also this energy of I can't let it go. I can't leave it alone. Even the 4 of Pentacles in reverse kind of sings this I can't let it go tune. And it does have this miserly, greedy, kind of selfish vibe with that 4 of Pence. And in reverse, I feel like it indicates someone is being unkind. And whatever the situation is, it's stingy and it's selfish, and they need to not, they don't want to give any time or attention to this. It's like, nope, I'm not going to give it any time. I'm not giving this any attention. And he's just not giving you the time of day, honestly. And then with the 4 of Cups, they feel bored. I'm just going to keep it real, girl, because maybe you could spice it up. Maybe you could change the vibe. So I just want to be real with you. Your person feels bored in this relationship. And he feels unsatisfied. He feels like maybe you guys are going through a slump. Or like you're just going through the motions. And nothing is moving forwards. If you look closely at your connection, see where it feels stuck, because there is this stuck vibe. And with the 4 of Swords in reverse, it's about remembering that the 4 is stubbornness, and it's a refusal to take a break. It's unresolved feelings, unresolved words, unresolved everything. It's just like he didn't leave you with any closure. And alternatively, you're finding that you're coming out of a period of putting up with this and you're ready to be refreshed. So you're like, it's okay. You know what? I'm bored with your relationship too. I'm bored with you not reaching out. I'm bored with you not being timely. I'm bored with you not giving me the security and the romance and the friendship and the connection that I want. Because I'm a good person. I'm a loving person. I'm a beautiful person. I'm a caring person, and I deserve this. And you're not willing to give it. So you know what? I'm going to pull away. I've stuck in here. I've waited. I've put up with your BS. But I think I'm ready to bail out too. If you're not interested, if you don't want to put in the work, then I don't want to put in the work. And I just think that's kind of where you're headed. You're like, well, screw that. I'm not going to put in the work if he's not. Why am I going to sit here and wait around for him? 8 of Swords. That's crazy. And there's 2 possible emotions with this card. And it's either one, you feel even more stuck and trapped, like you can't get him off your mind. And you could be slipping into a depression, finding it impossible to get your mind off of him. Or you may be starting to speak up, speak out, and see things for what they really are and take the blindfold off. Like you're finally seeing him for who he is. So you kind of have to see where you fit in that vibe, because you're right along those lines. And it could be either or. But with the World card in reverse, you're definitely having some difficulty transitioning into a new life. Or maybe he's having a hard time transitioning into a new life. But in the end, we can't keep resisting change, even when we feel disappointed. When the world shows up reversed, it is a reminder to believe and trust that if the universe is ending something, it's for a reason. And you just kind of have to go with that. So where do you feel you are with him? Do you feel like that reading makes sense? Do you feel like that's very confident on how he feels? I will get a confession. Let's see. Spirit guide and direct me for a confession. Show me confession. That sounds like you guys. Show me a confession. Aha, so here's a confession from him. We have doubt. Please stop doubting our connection. I sense that this is what's going on and it's making me doubt too. Just have faith and know that I will reach out to you when the divine timing is right. Trust the process, my love. Everything will work out beautifully. So he might just be going through a funk. And this does feel a little bit funky. You know, he's like, I don't feel anything. Honestly, I think he's going through a depression. And maybe you are as well, but I definitely get the vibe where he's in a depressive kind of slump. And you guys care about each other. But for whatever reason, he doesn't want to reach out. He can't let you go. He doesn't want to let you go, but he's not being good to you. Okay. And so this is where he's being miserly and stuck in his own stubbornness. And honestly, that is the vibe of him. He's just being stubborn. He could reach out to you tonight, today, but he's choosing not to. And he's going through his own funk. And he senses when you're ready to pull out, when you're ready to give up, and you have every right to. But he's like, listen, I don't know what I'm going through. And I know I'm putting doubt in you, but I will reach out. I will communicate again when I feel better. So maybe, you know, some people just go through a really weird depressive state. And maybe he's just bored with life, you know? I'm going to get an epiphany card, just a bonus for you, girl, just to see, is there any hope in this connection at all? Is there any hope for Alan? Is there any hope for this? Show me for Alan. So we have self-pity. Yeah, there's that depression. Sitting in a puddle of self-pity. He's just sitting there feeling bad for himself. He's down in the dumps. Deliver me from temptation. You know, the devil's gotten a hold of him. Addiction's gotten a hold of him. BS has gotten a hold of him. And he's just going down this weird slippery slope. You know, if there is any hope for you guys, it's going to be to have a little faith that he will reach out in divine timing. You have faith and doubt, so I know that this is a weird situation, but will it be next month he reaches out? I'll answer you one more question, Ellen, because you are an ultimate member, a VIP. Is he going to reach out next month? Oh, this is a yes. That Page of Cups is an absolute yes. This is, cups represent months in the tarot, and this is one cup in the picture. This is 1 month, and there's that fish coming out to communicate and talk. And usually this means it's an emotional communication. And it's a good message if it's in the upright, so it makes you feel good. So a lot of times this is a small offer of like, let's make up. Could be an apology, or it could just be like a makeup call in some way. But you are going to hear from him next month. That's what the cards are telling me. Down here we have the Chariot, which is expect it. It's on the way. So he's definitely coming. He may even show up. Cancerian vibes. So that's what I got for you. I'm sorry he's going through a funk, girl, but that's what he thinks about the message, and that's what's going on. I'm sure you already figured that. All right, did anyone else have a question? You're welcome, Ellen. Oh, you're welcome. Good night, hun. All right, well, if no one else has a question, I'm going to dip out. We're at 55 minutes. If you're watching this video at a later time when I'm no longer live, you can still get on board with the special and go to my Cash App or my website and donate $44, and you can participate and still get a reading. So just ask me your question in the comments or on the Cash App message, and I'm happy to answer your question wherever you are in the world, whatever time, and I'll timestamp it with your name, and you could just come back and watch it at your leisure. So you can still participate even if you're not watching me live. All right, well, I love you guys. I'm going to go. Thank you so much for watching me. Remember, this is a journey, and it's a very big journey for you. It's a long one, so you hang in there. You just keep swimming. It's not about the destination. All right, it's just about you making the next best choice and just staying afloat and just swimming through this life. And that's what you have to do. You're not doing anything wrong. You're never doing anything wrong. You're just learning and growing and experiencing. So anyways, thank you so much for watching me, and I hope to see you again. Please subscribe, hit all the buttons, hit all the bells and whistles, hook your girl up, please. And thank you so much. You have a lovely day or a lovely night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Thank you, Ling. Bye, Ellen.